Sometimes we think while watching a car chase scene or a car commercial that maybe a camera guy is running faster than the car. Maybe it's just me, but the point is I'm not that dumb to not understand the concept of a car chase scene and how they capture. I know there's a lot going on when it comes to filming a car chase scene that we the watchers don't know about. It's pretty obvious there's another car running around beside the other car that's supposed to be filmed. More like Steve always being the third wheel with his best friend's new girlfriend. I mean, the thing about filming cars with cars requires severe skill and technology with a hint of engineering that is very necessary. Otherwise, it's more like strapping a camera to the car hood and chasing the cars with the hood view from a Need for Speed game. You wouldn't want that, would you? You'd rather watch it from different angles and have those aesthetic views that are really appealing. Cars want to be seen too, you know? So then let's get to what these camera cars actually are. Camera cars are vehicles designed specifically to carry a variety of cameras and equipment and to be used as a filming platform. Camera cars can come in all shapes and sizes, from small electric cars to large vans or trucks. They are typically used to capture smooth car-to-car or tracking shots. They are also often painted or wrapped in a matte black finish to reduce glares and reflections. In order to be a camera car, you have to start off with a conversion. Not like the Kardashians, but a bit better looking for a camera car is the Ferrari 458 and the Ford Mustang GT. I mean, these cars were specifically redesigned again just to keep up with those hypercars from the Need for Speed movie. They took out the head of the Ford and added a saline supercharger to it, which would obviously help them keep up with those fast cars. I mean, you wouldn't want a whole movie with the cars just swooshing by and a guy at the end holding the camera at the finish line with the thought of God knows what happened in the middle of the whole race. The car is then mounted on various brackets for the camera to settle in and move around the axis for various shots. You'd need a badass car to follow or stay in front of those beasts for those low aesthetic shots in the movies. They pretty much did the same thing with the Ferrari. It looked hideous, but it got the job done. Another beast that they use for the filming of various action movies and car chase scenes is the Porsche Cayenne Turbo from the Pursuit systems. They've got loads of Cayennes that have a camera and a whole big crane attached to their roof like they're gonna fly out somewhere soon. They've got loads of room for the camera crew and the filming tech. They also have loads of screen inside and a big ass camera hanging from the crane. SUV camera cars have become the most well known among people outside of the industry. These camera cars are flashy, usually a modified Porsche Cayenne or a Mercedes-Benz ML55 AMG. These SUVs have all that you need for a car commercial or an off-road scene or anywhere you want it to be filmed. It's written in the nature of the SUV, for God's sake. It's literally made for that. Obviously not for the filmmaking part because that's something they converted to, but for the all-type terrain stuff, it gets the job done. Going 100 miles an hour, the crane and the camera can pan anywhere you want them to be. Being careful you don't crash the camera somewhere, of course, and lose your job as a driver. But yeah, it's a hell of a machine and technology combined. It holds 6 people from the camera operator to the crane driver and the director. I don't know who thought of this, but they decided to convert a Ford Focus ST to a camera tracking unit with a seat attached to the back of it for the camera crew to sit in and film the scenes. I really don't want to talk about this weird camera car. Nah, I'm just kidding. I most definitely want to talk about this weird camera car. Well, Ford made this vehicle for their own advertising uses to help them capture their cars. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the same Ford Focus with the same engine, but with a guy sitting in the back all alone with a bad hair day, just for the sake of a car commercial for Ford. He should definitely get paid more for this. With that in mind, Volvo decided to step in the game with their XC60 SUV and convert it to have an extended body to give a platform for the camera crew and their gears. Volvo didn't want to be a copycat, so they made a better version than the Ford had and made the car look a whole lot better. The engine is the same though, but the space for the camera crew is more with all the screens and bits for the director and the camera crew and of course the driver. Yeah, they filmed their own commercials by that same vehicle, but at least they look better doing it. I mean, seriously Ford, come on. If you want to stay in the camera car game, at least use a Ford Raptor or a Ford GT. Like, come on, Ford. There are loads of companies working with this type of framework, and I think the best one is the 𝐥𝐸𝐬. 𝐥𝐸𝐬 is a company that decided to step things up a notch. They were literally dubbed the fastest camera in the world because they hit a whopping 104 miles per hour in the test for the camera crane and the 5 people aboard. Not bad, right? They used a Porsche Panamera with the same big camera crane attached to their hood, with various camera crews sitting in the car, including the director, to direct shooting from whichever angle they wish for it to be. This car company is employed by various film industries for their car chase scene, hence the name. I mean, why wouldn't they? We all know what Porsches are capable of, but with loads of stuff hanging from outside and still manage to capture the aesthetics, you gotta give these guys their flowers. There are loads of other camera cars that are used in filmmaking and car commercials, but one worth noticing and a bonus to talk about is something you guys could never guess. Just like the world of custom cars, there are plenty of custom camera cars as well. Many companies build original vehicles for specific films. One of the most popular one is the 𝐤𝐤 Mobile. So 𝐤𝐤 Mobile is a flat vehicle that allows you to film and use any type of vehicle body you want. The above featured taxi frame can be replaced and another body type can be put in its place. Do you guys remember when the Chiron decided to break the Veyron's record? Yeah, well, it was pretty obvious most of them were drone shots, but there was one specific shot that the Chiron was captured going at 290 kilometers per hour. Guess what they used? Yeah, you guessed it. It was the all-famous Suzuki Swift. Nah, I'm just kidding. It was another Chiron. They decided to rig a camera at the back of the Chiron to capture that iconic moment, and boy oh boy was it stunning. It looked as if Marilyn Monroe was back on set again. Too far? That's something the automotive filmmakers can get up to and give us something so creative so often. These camera cars are actually going out of style really fast though, because high-speed drones are now going to be the standard for high-speed filmmaking and high-speed vehicle chases. Not only are they cheaper and faster, but they can get angles that are impossible with a ground vehicle. But that doesn't mean the whole scenario of the car chase changes. These cars will always be on top for their hideous yet amazing outcomes of camera work, because hard work does pay off. We always look at the scenes and are on our toes, but we've never really thought about all the technologies, money, time, effort, and just driving skill it takes to record all those awesome shots. It's also phenomenal how the camera stays stable and secure on the car going at 290 miles per hour. Like, the car itself has to be stable so it can hold all that camera gear. It's truly a feat worthy of Hollywood. A wise man once said, no matter how fast your car is, the cameraman is always faster. I mean, he's not wrong, but it's always something to ponder. Let me know in the comments if your current car would be a sick camera car, or would it break down if it goes over 60 miles an hour. Also, wait, before you go, let me know what I should put on the TV behind me. Alright, peace.